Hello my friends, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, March 12th, 2019. This is Jennifer. I did go to the Dallas Quilt Show last week with my friend Domine. We rode the quilt bus up and we had a lovely time. We ran into a couple of other Austin ladies, but we didn't see anyone we recognized from anywhere else, but we had a great time. It was a super fun quilt show. The theme was animals, so some of the best things that we saw were animal quilts. There were some really wonderful ones there. I did see the quilts pattern made that Rainey used for her Talk to Me Tuesday Jelly Roll Swap quilt, and that was actually in the junior category, which is people under the age of 17. So I thought that was pretty cool. That was a pretty long day, but it was fun, and I want to show you the staggering amount of fabric that I purchased. I came home from Dallas with a whopping 1 yard of fabric. I bought 2 fat quarters and a half yard, all of different gray batiks for my Star Trek quilt. This is all I got, guys. I've been on a fabric diet trying to reduce the amount of fabric that I have because I have very limited places to keep my fabric and they were sort of bursting at the seams. So my goal for this year is to buy less fabric and use more fabric. So far so good. This is actually the first fabric I've purchased this year. And if you are doing the Star Trek quilt along, then you know that there's a lot of gray fabric that is needed. And I only had a couple different ones, and I'm definitely ready for some more. The other thing I was working on last week was helping my husband turn my daughter's old room into a study. We finally got the last of the popcorn off the ceiling. I had, in my much younger years, painted vinyl paint on top of the popcorn ceiling. I cannot say for sure, but if I were to guess, I probably bought it from the clearance section at Lowe's where they put all the oops paint, where they've marked it down to like $5 or whatever. That's probably why I did that. I don't know for sure, but that is my guess. So we got all of the popcorn off and got it all cleaned up and sanded and repainted. I installed the ceiling fan. I've got the walls painted, and now we're waiting on some pieces. We're gonna put some molding around the top of the room, but we don't have all the pieces we need for that. So we're waiting for a couple things to come for that. And then I will paint the trim. The molding's gonna be white, but the trim around the room is going to be a really dark, I think it's actually walnut is the name of the color, so it's a really dark brown. So I'm going to paint the trim. We've taken the closet doors out. They are actually going to hang in our hallway, and for those of you who don't know, the closet doors that were in my daughter's room were a mural of a bookcase with Harry Potter books and magical items on it. It was actually the inspiration for the Project of Dooms. We are not getting rid of those. We're not painting over those. You guys would not believe the amount of PMs I've gotten from people terrified that I'm going to paint over those. We're not painting over them. We took them out. We're going to install new closet doors. My husband would like to have bifold doors anyway, but those were sliding, so you can only access like almost like a third of the closet at a time because the doors always overlap. So we're going to replace those with bifold doors, and I'm taking all the hardware off and I'm going to hang them like pieces of art in our hallway. The Fat Lady, which is the door that goes into the bedroom, if we can make it work, we are going to swap my door, which is right here for my sewing room, that door, because this door is solid paint and that one has the Fat Lady on the front and Mirror of Erised on the back. So with any luck, in the next couple of weeks, Fat Lady will be the entrance to my sewing room, which just seems apropos, and I am happy that I can save the murals from my daughter's room. We're really hopeful to have that room done in the next couple of weeks. I especially want to get it done because it is cutting way into my sewing time. I've had to really pace myself with the repetitive stress problems, and if I do painting on the room one day, can't do sewing on that day as well, just because I have to give myself time to rest. On the design wall behind me today is the quilt back for my Talk to Me Tuesday swap quilt. I had 2 blocks left. Actually, I had the top block and the bottom block were left, which you can't see the bottom block here. Hold on. That bottom block. I had a couple of petals left on, I think, this middle block, and I made 2 more to get a third 14-inch block. Pieced those together, and then I plundered my fabric drawer that had text fabric in it. This is probably half of the fabric that I had collected that had text on it. I've been saving it for years for no particular reason, and now most of it is going to be on the back of my Talk to Me Tuesday swap quilt. This one has all different wine names. This was actually one of my strips that were in my Talk to Me Tuesday swap strip. And then I have one that has cocktails up here, and then there's one on the bottom that has cocktail recipes, and then I have like a newspaper print, print, and there's some that's just typeset, and this one that has the tiny stuff over here, it just says Moo over and over. I have no idea where I got it. I've had it for years. Now it's going to be on my quilt back. This is another effort to not buy fabric. I'm trying to use the fabric I have and turn it over so that maybe next year I can just have some new fabric. Hey guys, I almost forgot to tell you that Friday on Sew Hooked, I will have the pattern for this quilt block and for the whole quilt top. I've named it Clover All Over, and it includes instructions for one block, for how much you need to make the whole quilt top, instructions for the cornerstones and the sashing. It's the whole shebang. It even comes with a coloring page. It's going to be free on Sew Hooked on Friday. I do have 2 quilts that I need to bind for Linus on Saturday. I'm hoping to get that done before Friday. Friday I'm driving up to Dallas to pick my son up for spring break, and I've got a whole bunch of stuff going on every single day this week. So if I have a few minutes to rub together, I will be getting those 2 quilts bound. And if I have time, I'll do a little bit of video for next week. Quick reminder that next month will be the 10th anniversary of Talk to Me Tuesday. I put events on the Talk to Me Tuesday page. We do not have a Facebook group, but we have a Facebook page. I've put event posts on there that you can say you're interested in, or you're going, or you can share them if you know Talk to Me Tuesdayers from the past that you would like to invite, or new people who you would also like to invite. I will be doing a giveaway, and I'm kind of collecting some things for that, and Rainey is also going to be giving a prize away, so we will have at least 2 people who will win prizes. And to win a prize, you have to post a video in April. There are details of how that works and what you can do on Talk to Me Tuesday, and I will put the link in the description. Be sure to stop by Phantom and Stitches tomorrow. It's the next row for our Star Trek row long. We're getting pretty close to the end, guys. It's going really well, and I can't wait for you to see what's coming tomorrow. The Design Invitational has been open since the beginning of the quilt along, so if you're thinking of doing that, or you maybe have an idea that you're working on, go ahead and get that in soon, because it will post the week after we wrap up, which is in April. Then in April, I have another Design Invitational that is coming. We're not going to have a quilt along immediately, so we're going to have a fun Design Invitational in April. Do look for an event announcement on Phantom and Stitches coming soon, because we have some events coming up that are going to be really fun. That is going to be it for me today. I would like to dedicate today's t-shirt to Jennifer R. I wore this just for you, lady. And you guys have a wonderful week. You have a crafty week, and I will see you next week. Bye.